Well, the United States remains Nigeria's closest partner in the campaign against Boko Haram in the country. In an interview with Channels Television, the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. James Entwistle, re-emphasized relations between the two, clearing the notion that the United States, for a period of time last year, pulled back support from Nigeria. Ambassador Entwistle also says that the U.S. will continue to support Nigeria's fight against insurgency, despite the Amnesty International report on violation of human rights, because of Nigeria's commitment to reviewing the report.
We have been steady, consistent partners ever since the Chibok girls were abducted and even long before that. Again, no partner is doing more to help against Boko Haram. That has been the case for some time now. That will continue. In fact, during President Buhari's excellent visit to Washington, we had intense discussions about this, what his plans were, what he hoped to do, so that we could take a hard look at ways that we could help him as he tries to ramp up even more against Boko Haram. This talk about how we've lifted an arms embargo is nonsense. There was never an arms embargo. The notion that somehow the Leahy Amendment, which requires us to take human rights into consideration all over the world in our military assistance programs, is no impediment to our program. There's a lot of stuff kicking around out there that's just unhelpful. We have a good military relationship. We hope it will improve as we see exactly what President Buhari wants to do. So again, no one will do more to help against Boko Haram than the United States.
So the U.S. has no problems with the Amnesty International reports that Nigerian troops are violating human rights in the northeast of the country?
We are ready to help continue helping the Nigerian military. That's always been the case. But as we do that, we have to look at the individuals involved. Do they have human rights problems, that kind of thing. Sometimes when we're doing Leahy Amendment vetting for human rights considerations, we come across people who we can't approve, and we have to go back and say, look, can you give us some other candidates? But again, these are things that we take into consideration, but they don't prevent us from having a very productive military relationship. I must say, though, that I think the response of President Buhari to the Amnesty International report has been absolutely correct. He said, as president, as a former military man, we take these things very seriously. We will look into them. We will conduct our own investigations. That's exactly the right response, and I applaud him for that.